First, I want to say happy Thanksgiving because this week is Thanksgiving week, but we're also on the verge of Merry Christmas. So, happy Thanksgiving and Merry Christmas, y'all. I'm about to take y'all to a new thrift store in our area. It just opened a couple of weeks ago, and they have a lot of items to select from and some really good prices. So we're going to go through, we're going to go shopping. I'm going to show y'all some, we're going to go and thrift for some Christmas holiday decor. Then I'm going to bring y'all back home, show you some items that I purchased, show you some styling tips, some decor ideas, and we'll do some makeovers. So I hope y'all enjoy seeing this new thrift store. So let's see what kind of treasures for Christmas we can find. A lot of thrift stores is a really good resource to find some really pretty greenery and wreaths for the holidays. I found this beautiful canister set. I think this brand is sold at Walmart. It's the Gibson brand. They had the large, the medium, and the small canisters. The next item that I saw that I really loved was these brass candle holders. Once I got to looking at them, they felt like they were kind of cheaply made. They had two of them, but you could definitely bring these home, do a makeover on them, and make them look a lot more high quality. I a lot of times find at the thrift store bagged ornaments. You'll get some that you really don't care anything about, but you'll also find some that are real treasures. This little sleigh right here really caught my eye because y'all know I decorate a lot with the whites and the neutrals around the Christmas season. This right here, we could bring it home, do some rub and buff on the bottom, and make it, our own. This right here was a beautiful picture. I love that engraved grape design on it. It was only $7. This thrift store prices their items very budget friendly, and the donations and the things and the money that they make, they go to help the homeless. So I think it's a great, organization and a great thrift store because, whatever you spend here is going to go to help someone in need. Now, who doesn't love milk glass? And look at these beautiful milk glass pieces. Each one was priced separately. This right here is called a snack plate. And as you can see, it's got a holder for the teacup. So I thought these were really pretty. The snack plate was, I think, priced at $3.99 and the cup was $1.99. Now, being Thanksgiving week, this turkey, of course, caught my eye. I looked at it, and this is, I'm pretty sure, an Avon bottle. Now, we collected a lot of Avon bottles back in the day when I was growing up in the 70s because we had an actual Avon lady that came to our house, but I've never seen a turkey. Now, these right here were really pretty, and everybody is going to the dollar store and buying the large punch bowls. They're stacking one on top of the other, gluing them together, painting them, and making some DIY bells. So those little bowls right there would have been great project pieces to make those bells. I did a video a couple of weeks ago on a bubble vase that I found like this one, and I made over it. I painted it with some textured paint. This one right here is really pretty just as it is for $4. They had some beautiful plates on this day. If you were looking for some, budget-friendly ways to make a beautiful tablescape for the holidays, your thrift store is always a great resource to find some really pretty dishes at real good, affordable prices. And who doesn't love a box full of trinkets to dig through? Digging is the fun part, especially when you go to a thrift store because you never know what you're going to find. This right here was a hinged, it looked like an egg, but you could also make that into a Christmas ornament for sure. This little snowman was really cute. He reminds me of more of the primitive type snowman, and you can do so many things with these little sleighs and sleds that you see. They make great project pieces to paint and decoupage. And look at this old 1997 Christmas ornament. What a treasure. Now, if you collect villages and village houses, a lot of times you can come across these at the thrift store. I see these a lot of times. So this one right here, I'm not sure the price of this, but they had several of these. They were packaged well. They look like they were in good condition. So always check your thrift store if you want to start collecting or you do collect the village houses. Here's another really good brand that I come across a lot at the thrift store, and that is Rae Dunn. Here's a brand new set of some Christmas glasses still in the box. That is a great deal if you collect Rae Dunn. Right beside it was a really pretty trinket box, and down the shelf you can see all the random items that they have. I really go through this store a couple of times just to make sure I didn't miss anything. They were putting new things out as I was in there, so I made sure to go back and see the things they restocked on the shelf. This right here was really interesting. I think this was a candle holder, and it was $18 at the store, and at the thrift store you could get it for $4.99. Now I'm going to show you some of the items that I purchased and how I styled them for the Christmas season. I could not resist this milk glass snack plate, and I got one of the mugs. They had a few of these, but I only got one set. But these would be beautiful to set out for the Christmas season. Decorate this with some candy, some cookies. You could put some dips or something in the little mug, and then put some cookies or chips or crackers on the plate. But this pairs so well if you just want to decorate it and set it out. I've showed y'all in previous videos how pretty milk glass pairs with, beautiful Christmas decor, especially greenery and the red. But I just styled this with some little Christmas cakes and also with some red peppermint sticks. Add in some beautiful vintage Christmas ornaments, and you've got another beautiful display. I showed y'all in last week's video this beautiful printable that I purchased on Etsy for $1.97. I showed y'all a way of how I styled it in an 8x10 frame. CVS was running a special and you got a discount code to get a poster size. So I sent it over to CVS, got it blown up for $6. So now I've got it, and I'm going to show you how pretty it styles in a larger frame. I told y'all last week that I would show you, what it looks like once I got it picked up, and I think this print was absolutely beautiful. This is a project piece I worked on last year, and I made a beautiful Christmas wall art sign using a gift bag. I'm just going to use that same backing, leave the gift bag on it. I put my poster in it. I'm just going to secure it on the back with some clear tape. Duct tape works really well for this, but I had run out. So I'm going to use this really good sticking clear tape. But look what a beautiful piece of wall art this made. I also couldn't resist picking up this beautiful bubble vase. This was $3.99 at the thrift store, and I absolutely love these. And in a previous video, I picked up one of these at a Goodwill. It was clear glass, and I put some textured paint on it. But this one right here, I don't have to do anything to. But items like this make great pieces for you to put your bottle brush trees in or your Christmas trees. So that's what I did with this one. I added some reindeer moss around the top, and that is all you have to do for a beautiful piece like this. This piece like this is a timeless piece, so you could always change this out once the Christmas season is over. Another piece I couldn't leave behind was this. I don't know what this is. I guess it's a candle holder, but it's got some really shiny, cheap looking gold look to it. So an easy fix for that. Anytime you find something that's not a gold tone that you prefer, the best thing to do is spray it down with some brown or some black paint. Give it a good base. Once that dries, then you want to go over it with some rub and buff. You don't want to paint over it with a rub and buff, but you do want to take a good bristle brush and just kind of stipple around. You want some of that brown or that black dark base to kind of come through, just to make it look like you didn't just go in and paint gold over it. This to me makes it look so much better, and it gives it more of a tarnished vintage look. Now I'm just going to add a little bit of greenery, a little candle ring, and then I also got this huge pillar candle at the thrift store. It is brand new. It was, I think, $4.99, and it was sold at Pier 1 for $10. So I thought that was a great deal. You can pair this with a large pillar candle, or you can also put, an LED candle in it, and I'll show you how I styled it both ways with two different candles. Now I'm going to show you how I make over this thrifted frame. I got this at Goodwill a while back, but I did take it out of my stash because I did want to make it over and put it out for Christmas. It is a silver color, and if you love silver, you could always leave it just as is, but this frame does have some wear and tarnish on it where the silver has peeled off. So again, I'm going to take that rub and buff. Today, it is not a good weather day to get out and spray paint, so I'm not going to do the black base on it, but I always recommend, if you can, always go over your piece before you do your gold and do a black or a brown base, just so it can come through. But I am going to go around with my fingers. I'm going to dab on and stipple on that gold rub and buff. Rub and buff goes a long way, so it doesn't take a lot, but I just kind of stipple in a lot of these areas, and as you can see, this frame has a lot of dimples in it, so it does have a lot of crevices for that gold to go down into. Now I'm going to take this Waverly dark wax, and I'm very gently going to go over it. I'm not going to put it on really heavy, but I do want some of that dark wax to be left down into the dimples and the crevices on this frame, just to give it more of an aged look. Once I get the dark wax applied to the frame in the areas that I really want it, I'm going to go around now with a dry paper towel and I'm just going to wipe away some of the dark wax, trying to leave it down into the crevices. As you can see, it really does make a difference and it really gives it more of an aged look. I'm going to put a beautiful vintage sleigh printable that I got off of Etsy, and I'm going to put it in the frame, and now I think it looks so much better looking vintage gold than it did with the silver and the peeling that it had when I bought it at the thrift store. I want to show you another inexpensive piece that I got that I'm going to decorate with for the Christmas season and put this on my Christmas tree. I found these at Dollar Tree. These are a really good size. They come in, I think, 3 different colors. They had white and more of a neutral color, and I think more of a gray ash tone. But be on the lookout for these at your local Dollar Tree. They are $1.25, but I think these are a really good deal. I picked up 3 of these, and I think they'll make a great addition to my white Christmas tree. I want to show y'all another beautiful piece that I'm going to add to my home, and this would be a great piece to consider when we take down all the Christmas decorations and the Christmas trees, and we have so many bare spots in our home through the winter season. This beautiful 7-foot olive tree was gifted to me by this company. I'm going to leave a link down in my description box, so if you want to go out and shop their website, they have several options to choose from. This one right here is 7 foot tall, and it also comes in its own beautiful white planter pot. But if you want to put it in a larger pot or a different, base, you could always put this in a basket or a bigger planter pot if you wanted to. So many options for this tree. It was very easy to assemble when it came, and I left the stickers on it just so you can see how it came and how easy it was to assemble the limbs. It comes with 3 limbs for you to put on. It's got some beautiful foliage. The olives look really realistic, and they do have a 6-foot option, so if you're looking for one maybe a little bit smaller, a little bit more slender, they have you covered. So make sure to go out and check them out if you're looking for a beautiful faux olive tree. I highly recommend this one. Something else that I got for my home for the Christmas season this year is this beautiful Norfolk Wreath. This is pre-lit. It comes with a battery pack in the back of it, and it also has several modes of different light settings that you can use. It will twinkle, it will have the slow fade in and out, it will have just the steady, or you can just turn it off and not even have the lights on it. This right here is absolutely gorgeous, y'all. It's very full, it's very realistic looking. This was gifted to me by Costway. I love Costway products, and as y'all know, in a lot of my videos, I have featured a lot of their home decor and furniture in my home, and I am still enjoying their items. I'm going to leave a discount code down below and also a link to their website. They're going to have a lot of good sales on Black Friday, so make sure to go out and check them out. I also got this beautiful tinsel tree, and y'all, when I got this set up, this is one of the most beautiful trees. So if you're looking for a beautiful, unique tree for the Christmas season or maybe just winter time, because you can leave this up through the winter season and enjoy it, you know, throughout those cold winter months when we don't have a lot of light, we have more darkness. This is just a beautiful tree to sit and admire. I also wanted to point out the assembly for their trees is very easy. They also put these red ribbons where you will need to go in and attach your light switches. That makes it so easy to find. So you don't have to fumble around the tree and find all the switches to connect together. This one is so easy to find them, get them connected, and you got some beautiful lights. Look how beautiful this wreath looks. I added a bow to it. This would make a beautiful wreath to style in your home just about anywhere. Costway also in previous years has gifted me this beautiful Christmas tree. I loved it so much, and it's one of the prettiest trees that I've ever owned. So I got a second one because you can't have too many beautiful Christmas trees, but this is one of the prettiest trees I've ever owned. So if you're looking for a beautiful Christmas tree, make sure to go out and check out Costway. Not only do they have Christmas decor, but they have pretty much any kind of home decor and furniture that you need to decorate to make a beautiful home. Here's another item that I picked up at the thrift store that I went to that's new in our area. It was $1.99. Things like this just make great pieces for you to put your Christmas trees in. A lot of times you have these little mini trees and it just really bumps them up to another level to put them in a decorative pot or some kind of container. So anytime you can find a piece like this, and you can always bring it home and paint it if you desire to do that. I did leave this one just its natural color because I love the patina on this one. I love that ornate detail around the top. It does have some really pretty wooden handles. So I think this was a really nice piece for me to style my little mini trees in for only $1.99. I absolutely love to find bags of ornaments at the thrift store because you just don't ever know what's going to be packed in this bag. For $2.99, I brought these home. I went through them. There was a few that were plastic that really, weren't, my style. But these right here are all glass. But look at the beautiful detail on these ornaments. I'm just going to style these for you and just show you for $2.99 how many ornaments that I got that I absolutely love that was in that bag. I hope y'all enjoyed the video today, and I hope you enjoyed going shopping with me and seeing some things that I have added to my home for the Christmas season and that I'm decorating with. Make sure to leave me a comment down below and let me know what your favorite thing was. Make sure to go out and check out the faux olive tree that I showed y'all today, and also check out Costway and use their discount code and shop their Black Friday sales. Y'all all have a very happy Thanksgiving. Have a good Black Friday if you go out shopping. Just stay safe and have fun. I love y'all, appreciate y'all, and I will plan to see all of y'all back here next Wednesday for a brand new Christmas decorating video.